I caught my cheating wife red-handed. And you won't believe who she was with. I always thought betrayal was something that happened to other people, something you'd hear about in a story or watch in a movie. But nothing could have prepared me for the day I caught my wife cheating. And you won't believe who she was with. My wife, Emily, and I had been together for 5 years. We had what I thought was a strong marriage, shared dreams, late-night talks, and a bond I believed was unbreakable. But over the past few months, something changed. She became distant, glued to her phone, and started working late more often than usual. At first, I convinced myself it was stress, maybe work pressure. But then the excuses started piling up, and my gut told me something was wrong. I decided to do something I never thought I'd have to, dig for the truth. One night, after she fell asleep, I checked her phone. It was locked, but a preview of a text caught my eye. It was a heart emoji. From a contact named Mike from work. My heart pounded. I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but deep down, I already knew. The next evening, Emily told me she was heading out for a girls' night. That was my cue. Instead of staying home, I followed her. She didn't go to the usual restaurant where she and her friends met. Instead, she pulled into a quiet hotel parking lot. My hands shook as I sat in my car, watching her step out, fix her hair, and smile. Then, the passenger door of another car opened. And my whole world shattered. It wasn't Mike from work. It wasn't some random stranger. It was my own brother. The betrayal hit me like a freight train. I couldn't breathe. My mind raced, trying to make sense of what I was seeing. My wife. My brother. Together. Laughing, touching, like they had been doing this for months, maybe longer. I could have stormed in right then, but I needed proof. I pulled out my phone, recorded everything, and waited. When they entered the hotel, I followed at a distance. The receptionist barely looked up as they checked in. My fists clenched, but I forced myself to stay calm. I walked up and asked for a room number under the excuse of surprising my wife. I guess the guy felt bad for me because he gave me the floor number without question. I took the elevator up, my pulse pounding. Outside their door, I hesitated for a second. Then, with all the rage and heartbreak inside me, I knocked. There was a pause. Then footsteps. And when the door opened, Emily's face went pale. She didn't even try to deny it. She just stood there, frozen. My brother. He had the audacity to smirk, like I was the fool for believing in them. I held up my phone. "You're caught," I said, my voice shaking. "Both of you?" Emily stammered something about it being a mistake. A misunderstanding. But there was no misunderstanding here. My own flesh and blood had betrayed me, and the woman I vowed to spend my life with had shattered my trust beyond repair. I didn't stay to hear her excuses. I turned and walked away, ignoring her pleas. That night, I sent the footage to my family before blocking them both. The fallout was brutal. My parents were devastated, torn between two sons, one who was heartbroken and one who had caused it. Emily tried reaching out, begging for forgiveness, saying it was just a moment of weakness. But I wasn't about to listen. That was the last time I ever saw them. I filed for divorce the next morning, packed my bags, and moved away to start fresh. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that betrayal often comes from the people you least expect. But in the end, the truth always finds its way out. And when it does, you have to be strong enough to walk away, because you deserve better. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted? Share your story in the comments below. If this story shocked you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more real-life stories like this. Until next time, stay strong, and trust your instincts.